Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm making a fantastic comfort food. I'm making another recipe for chole. Chole is a chickpea curry. There are absolutely many ways of cooking chickpeas just in India. I'm not even counting how to cook chickpeas all over the world. But today I'm choosing something from Easy Indian Vegetarian. I've been meaning to share this for so long, and I'm glad I remembered to soak the chickpeas yesterday. So I'm going to make this amazing combination of proper Punjabi chole and bhature. It's one of those things that you'll find a lot on special occasions because the flatbreads, which is bhature, is deep fried, and it's different to puri, which I've done in the past. And you'll find chole bhature a lot in Indian weddings. So while I quickly find the recipe of chole in here, why don't you go subscribe, hit the bell button, and then we can start cooking. And what makes this chole different, you might ask? It has got no onions, it has got no tomatoes, and the magic ingredient of this chole recipe is the chole masala. It's a dry mix of spices which I'm going to make right now, and that is all we need for this amazing chole recipe. Okay, so now this is, like I said, a proper North Indian style chole. I have made chole recipes before. I made my mom's chole recipe. I have cooked chickpeas like I cook at home. But this one, the flavor is completely different. It's a proper Punjabi style. So I did soak the chickpeas overnight. So I have got here 400 grams of chickpeas. Look at how big they are, and they're not even cooked yet. So they are massive, so different to the tinned chickpeas. So these are soaked chickpeas. They have nicely puffed up, and I soaked them in 1.6 liter, so 400 grams, quite a lot of water basically. And then I'm going to start cooking this. As always, when it comes to chickpeas or big beans, I use a pressure cooker. In the recipe book, I haven't asked you to use the pressure cooker because I know not everyone has it. But you can just make this in a normal pan like this, like a normal pan. So you can just make it in a pan. It takes around 30 to 40 minutes for the chickpeas to cook. So I'm going to add a few things before I start cooking it in the pressure cooker. So in goes a teaspoon of salt. Next, I'm going to add 1 dried red chili, and then I'm going to add two black cardamoms. These are very different to the green cardamoms, because a lot of time people have asked me what can they use if they haven't got. So you can use green cardamom. They are from two different parts of the world. So green cardamom cannot replace black, black cannot replace green. But if you don't have, you can use green. But if you can find black, there are some recipes that use black cardamom, and it just tastes, it's much more smoky than green cardamom, which is much more aromatic. I've got 1 bay leaf, and I've got 2 tea bags, and tea bags are added to get the color nice and kind of deep brown. And I'm adding 1 teaspoon of bicarb of soda. It just helps to cook it slightly quicker. And I am going to do it in a pressure cooker. Like I said, you can just make it in a normal pan. I'll tell you how long it takes in the pressure cooker. In a pan, it takes around 30 to 40 minutes. Now while the chickpea is cooking, I'm going to make the most of the time. I have got here 50, this is just tamarind pulp. So you get this thick pulp in Asian stores. Every Asian store has it. So I'm going to soak 50 grams of this. In 100 ml of boiling water. And I'm just going to let this sit for 15 minutes. Just going to soften it up. So I've got the chickpeas boiling. I'll tell you exactly how much time it's taking in the pressure cooker. I have got the tamarind soaking, and in a pan I'm going to dry roast the spices. The kind of specific flavor that this chole gets is because of the spice blend, and this has got a specific spice blend for it. So let's make the chole spice mix. So a hot pan on low heat, 2 black cardamom pods, 2 to 3 green cardamom pods, 1 star anise, 1 little piece of mace, a few 2 to 3 cloves, and 3 to 4 black peppercorns, and then just dry roast it. And then I'm gonna dry roast it for 3 to 4 minutes, and then I'm gonna blitz it to a powder. So once it gets hot and toasty, you can break these things up because they get crispy, they crisp up. I have reduced the heat to lowest. I'm just getting the seeds out so it's easier to blitz it to a powder. I just wanted to show you, take this like using the black cardamom. I want to show you the inside of the black cardamom is like this. It smells, tastes very different to the green cardamom. So these have roasted really nicely. They're all crisped up nicely. I can now blend it with some dry spices. As always, you can do this in a spice blender because the quantity is just exact for the amount of chickpeas. You can just multiply this, make a bigger quantity, might as well while you're doing this, because this is something you can use not just for chole. If you love the flavor of this chole masala, then you can use it for other things. For the time being, I'm only making it for 1 portion. That's how it's in the book. But you can make more and then store it. They'll last for a few months in a nice sealed jar. Because the spices are dry roasted, they crisp up and then they kind of break apart into, they powder up very nicely. So I'm going to add the dry spices to this now. So half a teaspoon of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of ground coriander, now half a teaspoon of ground cumin, and half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and I've got a teaspoon of dried fenugreek leaves, and that, my friends, is the proper chole masala. It smells so good, and that's perfect quantity for that 1 portion of chole. And while everything is going on, the next thing I'm going to prep beforehand is I've got a little nice big piece of ginger, and I'm just going to finely chop this up. I have also got another piece of ginger right here. And I'm going to julienne this, so I'm not going to finely chop it. I'm going to julienne this because I'm going to finish the chole with this julienned ginger. So just to give you an update, I have cooked the chickpeas in the pressure cooker for half an hour. I've turned this off and I'm going to open it in 10 minutes time once the pressure has gone down, and I'm going to add a few things and then cook it for another 30 minutes. So before I said 30 to 40 minutes, no, just cook it. If you're cooking it in a pan as well, just cook for 30 minutes and then add the things I'm going to add now. So I've let it sit for 10 minutes so that the steam is out. Wow. So I can take out whatever whole spice I can see. Now I'm gonna put the ginger, all the spice mix, and it's quite dry, so I'm gonna add 200 ml of boiling water. And so my chickpeas are fully done. I've just added all the stuff and I'm gonna give it a good mix. But if you've cooked it in a pan, now you add the ginger and spices and cook for another half an hour until the chickpeas are fully done. Mine are actually on the slightly overdone, but it's just chickpeas. It's nice and soft and mushy, and I'm sure it'll taste delicious. The last thing to go in is the tamarind. So with the tamarind, just mash and get all the pulp off the seeds. Just gonna get a sieve. Add it to the. Well, should have taken a bigger sieve, but never mind. Things I do seriously sometimes. So I'll get rid of this. Finish this as well. So the difference, you might ask me, in using the ready tamarind paste, which I've used in all my previous recipes, very sometimes I'll use this because this is so much milder, and it has got a slightly fresher taste. So if you can't find it, you can use just 1 tablespoon, not more, of the ready tamarind paste. But if you can find it, then buy it, because you will use it for other recipes. So I'm just going to finish this with some julienne ginger. And I will leave the link to the book in the description. It's available in most countries. I'll leave links to a few countries in the description. You can check it out if it's available where you are. Now my chole are ready. I'm going to make some bhaturas to go with it. The recipe for the bhatura and chola are in the book. But if you'd like me to make a video for bhatura, let me know in the comments below. I can't wait any longer. The smell of bhaturas and the chole. It's a true Punjabi dish. The chickpeas, I'm so hungry. The chickpeas are just falling apart. They are soft, 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 soft. Guys, please go and make this, please. Yes, wow. That is heaven. Right here on the plate. Please do try. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Yeah. And let me know your thoughts if you've tried. Get the written recipe in the book, and I'll see you back here for another new recipe very soon. Bye for now. Seriously, guys, I'm telling you.